I'm Liisu. I'm a 27-year-old doctor and I quit my job for this. Hey, continuing from last week and frogs, the Amazon jungle might seem like a scary place. 10% of the world's species can be found here, and we have all seen the animals in captivity with titles saying only found in the Amazon rainforest and deadly. This is what I thought when I came here. That's really nice. That's really nice. There's a tarantula living in the kitchen. Yeah, I think it's tarantula weather because now it's dry and the tarantulas are like, yes, this is my hood. You guys can leave. So when we first got here, it was a bit hard to tune ourselves to the wavelengths of the jungle. So the decision to be made is, what kind of a traveler do you want to be? Are you gonna be trying all the things that the locals try, or stick to the tourist areas? And if the decision is made to be living like people do here, then there is no point in complaining about why is it done like this and why is it done like that, because we as Westerners must understand that our way is not always the correct way, or it's not always even the best way. The laws of the nature are not the same as ethics or governments. So this is the place that we're gonna catch some fish. Piranha fishing. Splashing is to make the fish think that somebody has died and is now on the surface and the food is ready. So the bait that we're using is chicken. Let's try it. They are snacking. They are snacking.
Waba! I actually got something.
Hello, fish.
Fishing piranhas, it's weird because you feel them biting and pulling, and then you fastly pull in the hook. And if you look, the hook is from the gill.
Sometimes it's a question of not what you eat, but whether if you're gonna eat it all.
It tastes kind of similar as just a white fish. They are really small though, so there's not a lot of meat.
The Aboriginal people used for hunting the poison of the frog and the plant to attack the nervous system, and they used snake and the ants to create pain in the animal. So these 4 things was what they used for hunting, because they didn't have knives, they didn't have guns. So after 2 tarantulas, we're gonna go and see if we can find any more wildlife. We were guaranteed to see animals whose contact would be deadly. The anaconda trail, which is like extremely painful, or put us in the hospital.
Holding a baby caiman that we're gonna go put back in the water in a few minutes.
Everything is out for hunting, and it seemed that they were everywhere. Scary, isn't it? If you show light on a spider, for example, you can see the eyes. You don't see how big the spider is, and that works also with other animals. You can always see if somebody is watching you. But while spending more days here, we understood that in order for something bad to happen, we'd have to be extremely stupid, and that animals feared us more than we feared them. I can't believe we found this sloth. Then it started, I don't know if it was escaping or what was it doing. Except for mosquitoes. They were all out for blood, literally. So when you're in the Amazon, there is a lot of mosquitoes. And even though we are using the repellent only has like a good amount of efficacy for 10 minutes. Mosquitoes are the most dangerous insects in the world. Mosquito-borne illnesses kill 2 million people every year. Most of them are malaria. And our guide said that during the 27 years that he has worked, there had not been a tourist hut. They are wild, honestly. This is the ayahuasca plant. To get the mixture for the ceremonies, you're gonna have to boil it for 24 hours. So we were out there searching for deadly animals and thinking of which one is the most dangerous. But if the tables were turned, who would be the most deadly thing for the snake? The humans, of course. We heard a story of a snake being killed because the same species had killed the person's father, and it was sort of justified. But was it really? If the person's father had been killed by a human, would it have been the same story and the killing justified?
Our tour guide just asked our group if we would like to try what is called the heart of a palm. And as a group we decided that we're here to see the local ways and local traditions. That's why we are gonna cut down one tree in the Amazon.
We saw 20-year-old trees taken down just for salad.
It tastes like cauliflower.
Armadillos being killed for dinner. They caught something. And I don't want to say it's the local people and us, because we are all human and we all have the responsibility to take care of the nature. I found out that the Amazon is not that scary, and even though there are deadly species here, they are not everywhere, and they fear us more than we as humans fear them.
Suri worms.
As far as the fear before the jungle and forest goes, this has decreased for me. And I feel that I'll definitely come back to explore some more wildlife.
Coconut!
Oh, and for the deadliest animal, I will leave that decision up to the viewer. Is it the snakes? Is it the spiders? The humans? Or mosquitoes? Or does it depend solely on who's asking the questions? See you next week.